Peace, family. Peace of the tribe. Peace of the tribe. The universe. You're the first one in here. Prince Nakeem, second. Okay, now everybody coming in. All right, peace, family, peace. Brother Yusef is back. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I just wanted to come on and chat with y'all for a minute. Like Zetu, peace, my brother. Who else is on here? Nashida Reed, peace. Everybody, a lot of people coming in. Yeah. I just wanted to give some updates on some things and talk to you guys about what's going on. You know, what's going on in the world. Chat for a quick bit. You know, I want to chat with y'all for a quick bit. Peace, everybody. Peace, peace. I'll keep an eye on my time because I gotta do a couple things a little later. But I'm just in the office chilling. You know, I had you guys in my mind, wanted to get in here and talk to you guys about some things. How's everybody doing? How's the quarantine treating everybody? And if you guys want to throw questions out there, I'll answer some random questions as we talk. I'll answer random questions as we talk. You know, so we could talk about whatever. But I did want to apologize to everybody for that tree magic video. It got cut short. So I'm going to give you guys an update on the Earth batteries, right? The Earth energy batteries, you know. These are shamanistic in nature. These are shamanistic in nature. And they're shaman science, you know, shaman science. And I want to share that with you guys because Brother Yusef is a deep researcher, you know, and I learned a lot of things. And you know, I first heard about Earth energy batteries through a friend of mine named John, who was a studier of shamanism. You know, he's actually trained by shamans. And then later on, through a different spiritual teacher, I heard about these Earth energy batteries. And you know, they're very powerful and very good to you know, to have. You know, just for a basic level of protection. There are ways to um you know, use the Earth energy batteries on a deeper level to protect yourself, extreme protection, right? But like I said, I will only give that away in like a class, like a 102 class. But to give you guys an update in case you didn't understand the Earth energy batteries, right? So what it is, because the video got cut short. So what it is you guys can take a silk pouch. It doesn't matter what color it is, but I would choose a high vibratory color, something like red or orange, brown, green, something like that. Black will work, but you know, I would choose a high energy color. I would choose a high energy color so I can, you know, it just adds to the energy, right? And you guys gonna take some of your hair. Can you be in two different dimensions at the same time? Yes. Yes, you can. You're doing it right now, actually. I'll get to that question. So, basically, yes. So you can take these bags. You're gonna take some of your hair, some of your fingernails, a little bit of your saliva, and some of your DNA, your blood, right? And these are all different levels of your DNA. All these things has your DNA inside of them, your data, right? And you're gonna tie this bag, silk pouch bag up. You're gonna bury it next to the root of an oak tree. You're gonna go to an oak tree. You're gonna bury this thing, and you're gonna go at least 12 inches deep. So you're gonna go about a foot deep, right, next to the oak tree, and you're gonna bury this thing, right? This is gonna give you some extreme powerful protection. We need to know how to protect ourselves from the government, about what is to come for the government. Well, I don't know if you're watching my videos, family. I've been talking about how to protect yourself from the government, around your spiritual body. Family, I've been talking about how to protect yourself from the government for a long time in my videos. Um, but I'll get into that. So you're gonna bury this thing about 12 inches deep, and you're gonna, cover it back up with the dirt, and you're gonna just leave it there for the rest of your life. The tree will take your data from your DNA, and it will merge with it, and it will protect you. It'll also provide your aura, your energy body, with a source of energy, right? So it'll give you an expanded source of energy. Also, when you pass away, if you're looking for energy, so say you're a person that doesn't have ancestors, or maybe you're not close to your family, this tree will give you a certain source of energy, and you will naturally know where it's at on Earth. It will also exist in the spirit world, in the astral plane. This tree and this energy battery that you created will exist in the astral plane, and you will just know where to go to get it. You're just naturally going to be drawn to an aspect of your own self. So you would know where to go to get it in the astral plane, and you will pretty much take that energy, and you can feed from it. You can feed your body, feed your astral body. So I want to share that with you guys, so you guys can have more science and understanding about how to deal with these tree energies. A one-on-one class. Trees are powerful. There are antennas. For those who have eyes to see, one of the first aspects of energy I started to see was in nature, and it was with a tree, right? I started to see a tree, the energy lines going up and down a tree, coming from the roots. Like, I started seeing the energy going up and down the tree, like all the waves of energy. And trees are very powerful. So for some of y'all that's worrying about 5G antennas, put some of your own antennas up. Shout out to brother Dreamwise. I see that he was planting some trees in his backyard, and that's very powerful because he's putting up his own antennas that he can make his own connection, right? And that's what you guys can do. I was just talking to a sister today that was talking about hugging trees. Hugging trees is very powerful. It can balance your energy, and you look crazy. People look crazy doing it, but it can balance your energy. And the tree wraps this energy around your aura, so you merge with the tree when you hug the tree. They like that. Trees actually like when people hug them. Absolutely, absolutely. So I wanted to give you guys that update. Um, wanted to give you guys that update. Give you guys that update on the Earth energy batteries, in case it got cut short. And someone asked me, can you be in different dimensions at the same time? Yes, you can. Absolutely. You can definitely be in different dimensions at the same time. All right. That's something that's very possible. You're doing it right now. You have some people call it the dream body, but the dream body is very real. It's also called your astral body, right? Your astral form. And this is a part of you that's actually functioning right now, without you even being aware of it, right? It's functioning right now. It's happening right now. The astral body, you know what I mean? The astral body. So your astral form is something that is a part of you that's actually functioning on its own right now in the astral plane. And what happens is, at night when you go to sleep, you meet up with this part of yourself. You meet up with it. All right. You meet up with it. So, yeah, I don't know why my phone won't let me turn it right side up, but I guess this is how I got to do it. So, yeah, so you can be in two places at once. You're actually in multi places all at once. You're just only aware of this part of yourself. So you're in many places at one time. You're just not aware of it. All right. What do you need to do to, once you receive a spiritual name, what do we need to do with it? Or how should we use it? Once you get a spiritual name, you need to become that all the way. You need to start believing in that part of yourself, whatever it is. If it's a name that you gave yourself, or if it's a name that an elder gave you or God gave you. Like I always tell people, my wife actually knows her actual real soul name. It was given to her by her spiritual mother, and her spiritual mother's Isis. And it was given to her by her. She had an incredible. I'm trying to get her to come on here and give that testimony, y'all. She had an incredible experience with Isis when we was on a cruise ship. You know, another version of Isis will be also Yemiya, right? Yemiya, you know, these moon deities. Isis is a moon god. Yemiya is a moon god. Even though I know in some cultures Yemiya is worshipped on different days, but you know, I like to look at things from the aspect of not religion or the spiritual system. I respect these spiritual systems, but I like to look at things from an energy perspective. So this is why I honor Papa Legba on Wednesday, because Papa Legba is a moon god. He could be worshipped on Monday, but he also is a Mercury deity. He lines up with the planet Mercury because he's a messenger, and Mercury's a messenger. You know, and Mercury is a god that is like a messenger for the gods, and so is Papa Legba. You know, you can't get to the gods unless you go through him. You know, according to the tradition. So that's how I deal with these energies. So I know some of you guys are voodoo priest and Yoruba priest and Ifa priests or priestesses, and you guys don't always probably don't understand why I honor certain gods on certain days because I line up with their planetary energy. So Papa Legba, I can do him on Monday, which I did today on my Instagram. I honor him today, but I can also honor him on Wednesday. You know, because he lines up with the energy of Mercury as a messenger god. You know, Thoth can be honored on Wednesday. Thoth is also a scribe or a messenger, right? Anubis is also a scribe or a messenger, but you can worship Anubis. You can deal with the energy of Anubis um, on a Wednesday, right? You can deal with the energy of Anubis on a Wednesday, or even on uh, a Saturday, because he's also the god of the underworld, right? He's also the god of the underworld. So Anubis can be honored on different days. These deities, these gods line up with different energies. Thoth is a moon god, but Thoth is also a messenger. So Thoth can be honored on Monday and Wednesday. And actually, him and Papa Legba we could be considered the same entity according to their oversoul, depending on how you look at them. Right? One God called by many names. So this is very important to understand, family. Very important to understand. So I want you guys to understand that. You know what I mean? I want you guys to understand that. So you exist as a God, you exist as an angel, you exist as so many different entities at one time, right? I want you guys to continue to trust the process. I want you guys to continue to trust the process. Don't let this time scare you. Let it transform you. I've been telling y'all that since January, right? Trust the process and let the energy transform you. In that video where me and my brothers was coming back from DC, right? And you know, trust the process, family. This is not a time to be afraid. It's time to be prepared. And a lot of opportunities are opening up for people if you only pay attention. A lot of opportunities are for investing is opening up for people if you only pay attention. You know, you got to pay attention. This is a time to understand that if you have a business, a brick and mortar business, it's not time for that. It's time to have your business online. It's time to have an online business. That's the future. So if you're thinking about starting you know, at one time, Brother Youssef was in 2017, I was this close to starting a dollar store, my own dollar store, right? I thought it was perfect and beneficial. And then at the same time, I said, nah, I ain't gonna do it, you know, and I had everything I do, you know, brother credit was right. Me and my brother Chris was gonna do it in 2017. And I'm glad I didn't do it, even though that's considered an essential business right now. And a lot of people are profiting right now from dollar stores, right? But I see the future. I'm a futurist to a degree. And I see how things are going in the future. If I have a dollar store, it's probably going to be an online dollar store. Everything needs to be online right now. You know, that's what the future is. That's what the world is telling us. The online movement is here. Everything is on the internet, you know. So great opportunities are opening up for people that are paying attention and not just taking this time to study COVID-19 and, you know, be afraid of COVID-19. You should definitely be prepared, you know, but at the same time, open your mind up. Use this as a time to think about what your next move is, you know, think about your destiny, think about what you want to do with your life, right? This is the time for that. It's not the time to be afraid, family. Not the time to be afraid, family. All right. I love y'all too. Thank y'all for being here, you know. so Brother Yusuf can rant and go on about some things. Y'all was on my mind heavy this morning. I wanted to, you know, um, talk to you about that. Do you give blood to deities? It depends on what deity it is. Some deities require blood, you know. In a lot of cultures, the deities want certain bloods. Because, like I taught you guys, and I think it was my video, How to Evolve in the Left Hand Path. I gave away a book called Blood Sorcery. Um, in the book, or when you understand blood and when you study blood it has heavy earth energy. So I told you guys a great magical secret that when you want to manifest something, it always comes from the astral plane, right? That's a fact. The key is attaching it to an earth element and pulling it down, right? That's how you get what you want. You want to attach this thing to an earth element. So even if you are trying to bring a god down here, the energy of a god, it needs to attach itself to some type of earth element to invoke the power even more, make the power even, invoke the power even more heavy. So, like you will have in African tradition, the god Ogun, you know, the god Ogun who requires iron, right? But what some people would do, I'm sorry if there are any animal lovers out there, and I love animals too. But what some people would do, they would take the blood of a dog. They will actually slaughter a dog and give it as a sacrifice to Ogun. So the elements of the dog, they're not doing it to be savages. They're not doing it for that reason. They're doing it to increase the energy or the influence that Ogun has. So he can come down here and do things. He can be allowed to come down here through the blood of this dog. Right? They may, in some ceremonies, they may use a chicken to clean your aura, right? And y'all have seen it probably, they take the chicken and they'll rub the chicken all around your body. And then sometimes they'll take it to the next level. They'll use the blood of a chicken and they'll sprinkle you with it because the blood of a chicken carries purification energies, right? That can be used to clean things, to clean your energy, right? And if you know how to use a chicken blood correctly, you can also use it to hex people, to hurt people. So yes, you can give blood to deities. It all depends on what type of deity you're dealing with. Some deities don't want no blood at all. They don't require blood. All right. Somebody said I'm buffering. Am I buffering, y'all? Y'all let me know if I'm buffering. Okay. I'm good. Do you advise smoking weed? I don't advise it, but I don't mind it. I don't smoke marijuana myself. I've tried CBD. I've tried marijuana in the past. And y'all not gonna believe it. I smoked a whole blunt and never got high. And this was some exotic shit too. You know what I mean? And me and my brother, my cousin, I got a cousin from Texas, uh, my cousin Pumpkin from Texas, he actually came to Rochester one day, came to my city and was like, yo, man, he's like, yo, I'm gonna get you high tonight, cuz. He's like, I'm gonna get you high. I had to be like 20, and our dumbasses, we went to a schoolyard and we were smoking weed. That's illegal. You're not supposed to smoke weed on the school. I don't know. The gods is with us, I guess. We didn't get in trouble, nothing happened. But we sitting on a bench at a school, him, my other cousin, and my brother. And we sitting there in the middle of the night smoking weed. I had to be like 19 or 20. And my brother, we passing the same blunt back and forth. My brother was high as a kite. You understand? He was gone with the wind. And I don't feel nothing. So my cousin said, oh, I'm going to roll another one. He rolled another one up. He showed me how to smoke it. I'm choking, holding it. I never got high. So I had a professional weed smoker at the time was showing me how to smoke weed, and I didn't get high. It didn't happen. It didn't happen for me. So I just never smoked it again. I didn't see there was no effect. I didn't care to smoke it again. Now shit, my wife would take 2 hits and she'll be gone. You know what I mean? She can be gone. But she's not a weed smoker either. But she has tried it. She could take 2 hits and be gone. And for anybody that's giving me a donation, I see it. I thank you. If I missed you, I appreciate it. So she can take a few hits and be gone. I'm not like that. So I've tried things like CBD. I do CBD every once in a while. I have a dry herb vaporizer. I smoke different herbs. And I do it for meditational to put me deeper in deeper meditation states or just to relax, you know. So I've tried CBD. I like CBD. It gives me a very relaxing feeling. It helps me actually meditate deeper. And I've been trying CBD now for about maybe 6 months. And I'm practicing how to push myself out of my body. Now, this is something that happens to me naturally when I go to sleep at night. Like at least twice a month, I just float out of my body and I become lucid. And my astral form goes into the physical world. That's called astral projection. Astral traveling is when you're in the astral world and you're traveling. So I astral project like 2 times a month, right? But what I'm noticing is with the CBD, when I start putting myself into that deep meditative state and I start trying to wiggle out of my body, I'm getting closer and closer to doing it. So the type of scientist I am is that I want to try to mimic the effects of CBD, that deep relaxed feeling, without using the CBD. Right? That's what an alchemist would do. An alchemist is the talisman. An alchemist is the healer. Right? He doesn't need talismans or necklaces or anything. Right? He can just walk around with just plain clothes and be everything that a person's trying to. So the alchemist already has protective talismans in his body. And the truth is, everybody does. He just knows how to use them. So the way my mind works is I don't want to have to use CBD for the rest of my life, which is good. It has great medical uh, uses, but I want to use the CBD so I can mimic it. That's how my mind goes. You know what I'm saying? And I can teach myself how to put myself in a deep state like that, which I already can do. But I've never been so deep where I can't, I can wiggle my astral form out. It just does it only when I'm sleeping. You know what I mean? So that's how it works for me. That's how it works for me, family. Um, so I don't mind that. Somebody asked me, is the Antichrist the Black Messiah? No. Let me be very clear on this. Let me be very, very clear on this. I told y'all back in 2018 what the Antichrist was. And if y'all paying attention, y'all see that happening right now. You know? And for anybody that's asking about the weed, I got nothing against marijuana, right? Nothing against it. Just don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. But in 2018, I told y'all what the Antichrist was. And if you're paying attention right now, you kind of seeing that, right? I talked about the nanonites and the chips and all that stuff. So once again, the Antichrist is artificial intelligence. It's not a black messiah. You know what I mean? Um, everybody is the messiah to a degree, right? Because everybody has messiah potential. All you have to do is become a vessel for your higher self, and you become a messiah. And pretty much, that is the ultimate power: becoming a vessel for your own, for the higher forces. That's what Brother Yusuf seeks to do. I'm trying to become a vessel for my higher self. So when you do that and you fully connect with that, you reach your avatar state, which kind of makes you like a Heru or a Christ figure. Jesus Christ was the embodiment of God the Father. He was the embodiment of his Father in heaven on physical earth. He was an avatar. Okay. If you study Egyptian mythology, Heru or Horus actually wasn't the first Christ. It was his father, Osiris, Asar, right? Asar was the first Christ, right? And when he died and became the god of the underworld, his son Heru became the Christ, right? And he became the original Christ. Depending on if you've been dealing with pre-dynastic Egypt or whatever, he became the original Christ. So, in so many words, because of the Immaculate Conception, Heru became the embodiment of Asar, the embodiment of his father, or his grandfather, Ra, right? The Most High God, Ra. So that's really what a Messiah is. A Messiah is a person, which we all have the capability of doing, is a person that has embodied their higher self. This is why Brother Yusuf teach people to let go of your ego, your humanity, and become your higher self. Give yourself a spiritual name so you can live as that. So Jesus' name was known as Jesus, the son of Joseph, at one time, right? And then Jesus became Jesus the Christ. because he became the embodiment of his father. You guys need to understand that science. Like, like that's pretty deep if you understand it. That's what Brother Yusuf seek to do, become an embodiment of my father, my higher self, right? And your spiritual mother. Don't get me wrong. For females, you can become the embodiment of your spiritual mother. And sometimes a male can become the embodiment of his spiritual mother. It's a fact. Either way, it's all divine energy. It's all godly energy. I just want you guys to understand that, you know. So the Antichrist is not a black Messiah. You know, there is a person, and I've talked about this before, and some people don't know how to feel about that. You know, there's a person that will present themselves in the next 10 years, over the next 10 years. And this person is coming to change the world. That's a fact. You know, this person is coming to change the world. And, you know, hopefully we'll be here to see that. But they will slowly integrate themselves in society. And this person is already here, right? I'm not talking about Jesus Christ. I'm talking about a person who will be like a Messiah. You know, you can even call this person the Messiah if you want to. And I know that's hard for some people to believe. Let me tell you something, man. I hate it when people who say they're spiritual, but their mind is limited, right? If you research a person like Bobby Hemmett, his mind was not limited to anything. Anything was possible with Brother Bobby, man. You know, he talked about this type of stuff of a Messiah coming in the last days. The government even know about it. The government knows that there's, you know, the COINTELPRO don't exist for no reason. That they're still functioning. They're looking for this person. They know where line he's coming from. They know where he's coming from, right? They're always looking for this person. Which is one of the reasons why we got video cameras everywhere. So if you say the wrong shit, you know, calling yourself a Messiah is even a bad word. But whoever this person is, they ain't really out there like that yet. But you're just gonna notice this person is gonna have the ability to heal, to raise the dead, to do some incredible stuff that nobody has ever really seen before. And you're gonna start hearing about this person. It could take 5 years. It could be 5 years from now. It could be 6 years from now. Shit, it could be tomorrow. You know. But you will hear about this person, and they will present themselves. This is Egyptian mythology. This is Egyptian prophecy. This is Persian prophecy. You know, there's a good book called Parallel Myths where they talk about the Persian apocalypse, and they talk about the Messiah in that. You know, the Egyptians talk about Heru coming back in the West. You know, the sun rising in the West. You know, there's a lot of different prophecies that talk about this, and the government believes it, or they would have never invented the rise of a black Messiah. They would never invented the COINTELPRO, right? It's all about how you look at it, right? It's all about how you look at it. You know, we're not talking about a man like Jesus coming back. So some people believe that Messiah already came and all that stuff. But hey, believe what you want. But if you're a spiritual person, you call yourself spiritual, you don't believe in the impossible, something's wrong with you. You know, stop limiting yourself. I had to learn that. Stop limiting yourself, man. Let's see, what else y'all talking about? Somebody said shrooms are it. Shrooms are cool, but you got to be careful. Don't overdo it. You know, they're not meant to be used a lot. I be trying to tell people, man. I'm trying to warn people. You're not wrong with taking not wrong with taking shrooms. According to Plug, thank you for thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. You're very welcome, sis. You're very welcome. Yes, the Antichrist is artificial intelligence. Mark my words. It is anti. It is against man. It is against your intelligence. Smoke the weed, don't let it smoke you. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, 5G, man. I've been talking about 5G. For your personal altar, if you can't buy gold or silver, can you do without? Yes. Yes, you can. You know, just in the future, buy some silver. And I've got to be honest, there should be no excuse on buying silver because it's literally cheap. We spend $15 a week at a fast food restaurant. We can spend $15, $16 on a coin. So if you don't have it right now, that's fine. That's fine. But in the future, definitely work on that. Nikola Tesla has free energy technology that would get us on that Christ consciousness. Technology of today is not going to get us on Christ consciousness. Using your own personal technology, which is your body, controlling that, and your higher consciousness or higher technology, which is your higher consciousness, using these things to achieve that Christ. Yes, but there's a slight difference between Buddha consciousness and Christ consciousness. You know, to be a Christ is to be an anointed one, to be one that is sent or chosen to come and do something, right? That is what a Christ consciousness. So that would go more into your destiny, right? Your Christ consciousness. Um, that would go more into your destiny. The Buddha consciousness is, see, when you become a Christ consciousness, you could be a Christ consciousness person and become the greatest warrior that ever lived. Like take somebody like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was definitely a Christ figure, right? Because he changed the world at a young age, right? From a country that wasn't even fully being accepted back then. But he was the ultimate warrior, Bruce Lee. And his style, the way he did everything, people loved him for it, right? Bruce Lee was a messiah to a degree, as far as warrior, as a warrior. So when you reach your Christ consciousness, whatever you're here to do, if you're here to be a warrior, you're going to be the best warrior people ever seen. If you're here to be a builder, maybe you're an architect, you're going to do some architectural stuff that people never seen before. Because this is your destiny. This is your higher self coming through. This is why you have gods that rule over health. You have gods that rule over war. You have gods that rule over love, right? So this is what it was. This is what it was. So um, this is why I say you can reach your Christ consciousness or your anointed consciousness and do what you're meant to do on a better level. Your Buddha consciousness is more of a teacher, right? So the Buddhahood that you reach, I'm gonna do a video about this in the future, will be connected to more of a person that's here to teach. Simply, you're not here to change the world. You're here to you're here to be more of a teacher and a guide to people. A lot of people have already seen it, and they've been asking me about it in consultations. Some people have said it on my messages. Say, Brother Yusef, you kind of seem like a Buddha, And the truth is, I am. I've actually seen myself in the past life as a Buddha. I've had interactions with what people call the Golden Buddha, right? And a part of my consciousness is a Buddha. That's why one of the reasons why I'm here to be a teacher. My Buddhahood is coming through, right? So Buddha was a person that told people not to follow him before he left, right? But people did it anyway. He was more saying, follow what I did. No, excuse me. He told people not to worship him. Let me make that clear. Buddha told people, don't worship me. Become what I am. And everyone who has become a Buddha has become a teacher. That's a fact. Buddhas didn't become great builders and great destroyers and great this and great that, great whatever. They became teachers. That's a fact. So all the Buddhas were priests to a certain degree, royal priests and teachers on a higher level. That's what Buddhas were, right? So when you reach your Buddhahood, it's a little bit different than your Christhood, okay? A little bit different. Okay. Brother, you said, what about in Amen and their definitions? I'm not sure if I understand that. I'm not sure if I understand that one, family. So yeah, I wanted to get on here today and just talk to you guys, man. I'm glad y'all here. Um, I've been good. I've just been chilling with the family and, strengthening up my forces around the house. you know, Brother Yusuf been, you know, getting them guns and bullets and, what I mean, stacking food and water. It's kind of what I already been doing. You know what I mean? I'm just doing it on a deeper level now because I ain't a fool, right? And please, y'all, please don't go back to sleep. Um, please don't go back to sleep when this thing is over. Y'all continue to be preppers, man. Y'all prep and y'all prepare, man, for the worst. I never thought a virus would shut down the whole world. I didn't see it coming from this perspective, but to a degree, I did, but I didn't, right? And what I mean by that is, I knew something was going to come and shake us all up, but I didn't know exactly how it would happen. So I just followed my own intuition that the gods gave me, and here it is. Here it is. Why you never pray to the Creator? It's mostly gods and ancestors. Well, I do pray to Creator. I do pray to the Creator. The Creator is an entity that's not even that doesn't really. Okay, y'all not gonna believe this, right? But this is what it is. The Creator is the Creator of all. Okay, the Creator had nothing to do with the physical world. That's a fact. His children did, right? The gods created this area. Certain aspects of gods created the physical world. And the Creator is got other shit to do. The Creator is out there, man, on a whole nother level, in a whole nother uh dimension. The Creator exists beyond the overworld. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to get you guys to see. So the Creator knows what's going on out here, but he's not really paying attention. It doesn't mean he don't like us, right? And it's not even a he or a she. The Creator is beyond your imagination. You can pray to the Creator, and I do pray to the Creator. There's even a prayer that I gave out on one of my videos. Yeah, Dr. Blair taught us. Please, Universal Prime Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me in this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my heart, my soul, and my spirit to receive only your love and truth. And I talked about that in one of my videos. So I do believe in the Creator. I do pray to the Creator sometimes, but your spiritual parents and the gods and your ancestors are easier to reach. They can help you more. They're in dimensions that are above you, the majority of them. So they're easier to access and they can help you more. They can help you more. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to the Creator. The essence of the Creator is love. So love, that with the very fact that we still have love down here, lets us know the Creator knows and is paying attention to what's going on. That's the highest frequency in the universe. So yeah, I do pray to the Creator, but I start from the bottom with a lot of y'all, because I wanted to make my channel about teaching the babies coming up spiritually and then going further. Like I said, my first video was going to be on Kabbalah, and I flipped it and I chose not to do it because I know there's a lot of people out there that needed help. So if y'all notice, my videos are more about starting from the bottom. I haven't revealed nothing. You understand? I've been giving y'all to what is considered to me baby steps. I haven't revealed nothing yet, but the time is coming when I will reveal things on a deeper level. So I pray to the gods and the ancestors and give thanks to the gods and the ancestors to teach you guys how to do that. You know what I mean? I'm only teaching y'all what helped me reach a certain level of my spirituality, right? And people see that I'm authentic, and I'm not on here trying to be egotistical and show off. I'm just trying to let you guys know what's possible. I share my experiences with you guys. I gave out an experience the other day on my Instagram where I showed a flower. I think they're called galaxy flowers. Somebody put up, and I said, man, that flower looks just like, almost identical to the flower I saw in heaven. I mean, I couldn't describe it, but that right there is like a very close. Imagine walking outside and all you see is, people or flowers that are, imagine walking outside and all you see is flowers, all around that have like a diamond looking, petals, man. And the stems of them are gold and silver. And these petals look like diamonds, man, like glass. And they're alive. And they're turning their head and they're looking at you. They don't have eyes in the face, but it's like they're consciously aware of you. and you're walking around, they singing these songs that, man, I'm telling you, man, you know, I can't describe it, man. It's crazy. It's like you know how people sing with no soul, and then you got people that sing with soul. Imagine a person who got extra soul. You know what I mean? And they singing to you, and you could just feel it in your body, like, man, this, and they're not even saying words, they just humming. They humming, man, and they humming this tone, and you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. And you just want to sit there in Indian style and fold your legs and look at the look at the flowers and just sit there forever, man. That's how beautiful the music was that was coming out of these flowers. You want to sit there forever and just listen to the flowers. Forget the gold mountains in the background and everything else. You want to listen to the flowers, man. Everything can captivate you. Everything can captivate you. So powerful, man. Powerful, y'all. And I want to just share that experience with you guys because I want to let you guys know what's possible. You know, Brother Yusef been doing this going on 14 years. And at first, I wasn't having these experiences. I want y'all to understand that. It's going to take time. I wasn't even trying to reach these experiences. I wanted to just know at first. And then my body, the more meditation I did, the more chakra work I did, the more, I did on work I did on my third eye, the more I started seeing results. You know, for like the first 2 years of my spiritual growth, I didn't even see results. And I've had hard times like anybody else. You know, I've had times when, the bills was due, the lights was cut off, and I'm still studying. You know, I've been in those positions where me and the wife didn't have it. You know, I remember one time me and my wife, man, and that's why I love my wife and I'm so, faithful to her is because she been faithful to me. Back when, I remember one time our lights got cut off, man, and she was eating cereal. And I told myself, and I was young, I was real young. This is years ago. And I promised myself, I'll never let this happen again. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get this bag. I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna figure it out. And that's what I did. And she believed me, right? Like she believed me. It's so powerful for y'all women out there when y'all believe in y'all man, y'all literally are giving him the power to do what he needs to do. And it's the same thing with the women, brothers. When you support your woman and you encourage her and you teach her, you only give her the power to be more of a goddess. So I wanna encourage y'all with that, man. I want to encourage y'all with that. So don't get discouraged because you're not getting experiences, the type of experiences you want. Be patient with yourself. Just keep working, keep trusting the process, and when you least expect it, I promise it's gonna happen. It's one time I came in my walk, I was trying to connect to extraterrestrials real heavy. This is earlier in my walk, and I saw a UFO for the first time when I least expected it. I mean, I'm doing meditation, trying to connect to the aliens, and I'm not as deep into this stuff no more with the extraterrestrials. It's like once you get exposed to something, you're like, it is what it is what it is. They're very incredible beings, and it's dope to see that there's other races out there. But once you've seen it so much and you've had so many deep experiences, you're like, it is what it is. No big deal. Because that's how I feel about the extraterrestrial stuff now. It's like, yeah, no big deal. But at the same time, y'all, it was at the time when I was trying to reach it, I ended up seeing a UFO when I least expected it. Like it was a time when I least expected to see a UFO. That's when I saw one. That's when I saw one. So I just want to encourage y'all, man, to just trust the process and let the energy transform you. Take your time, and don't think less of yourself. I'm not perfect. There's nothing special about me. I just work hard, man. Spiritually, to the point now where I don't even have to do as much spiritual work because it's easy to access the astral plane. It's easy to read books and I just know what it's saying because I've studied so many books. Like I said, I don't read as many books as much anymore because I find the same thing in books. People saying the same shit. So when you've read it and seen it for so long, it's like, So I get a lot of my information from the higher worlds. This is why I'm telling y'all, don't fear. This time has to happen. Trust the process. All this is part of the plan. I was just telling a friend of mine on the phone before I got in this video about how the energy is lining up right now the same way the energy lined up during the Great Depression. And right after the Great Depression, we went into the industrial age. And right now, after this time right here, we're going to go into the technology age, right? Which is going to try to integrate with the golden age, right? So if you pay attention and you do the history, right after the 1930s, you'll know birth certificates were issued for the first time. That's why some of y'all great grandparents don't have birth certificates, or social security numbers. They never would, they never had a birth certificate. So all they're doing is taking the same. Now, if you have a birth certificate and a social security number, you're already cattle. You're already a slave. They already done marked you. They can tell where you live at, what kind of car you got, all from your social security number, where your bank account is at. So all they're doing now, fam, they're upgrading what they're doing on a technological level. That's all they're doing. And Mother Earth will win this war. Like, that's a fact. Like, you can't beat Mother Earth. And what technology is going to try to do, because it's going to recognize, artificial intelligence is going to recognize is that it can't fully terraform the Earth the way it wants. What it's going to do is it's going to try to integrate and connect itself to Mother Earth, so it can try to ascend with Mother Earth. And the highest that technology can actually go, the type of technology that we deal with on this Earth, it can only go to the fourth dimension. It can't go past the fourth dimension. So Mother Earth can ascend to the cosmos and beyond, different dimensions, fifth dimension and beyond, if she wants to. And technology can't go that far, right? So this is what's happening, y'all. This is what's happening. So the people who run this world are trying to leave their mark. That's really what they're doing. Their time is already up. They've been given a warning. The problem is people are already programmed to a certain extent. People are so programmed down here. So you just can't tomorrow change the world and just say, we're going to kick all the elite off the planet. It ain't going to happen, because people are too programmed. People still believe in Jesus. They're still Christians. People don't believe in themselves. People don't know how to make money outside of what they've been taught in school. So you just can't change the world tomorrow. People will be stuck, and and then you got some people that say, well, black people need to take over and take the world back. Well, is black people really ready to take over the world? Let's be honest about that. Is these Negroes out here really ready to take the world over? No. Some of us are lost in the head, man. A lot of us are ascending, we're waking up, but a lot of us are lost. We don't know who we are and where we're going. The majority of black people are still in church. We can't take over the world. Like, it ain't gonna happen. We messed up, man. And everybody's messed up. Nobody can take over the world right now except these elite people that's running the world. And one day I'm gonna do a video deeper about who the elite really are, because y'all be blown away. It's deeper than race. They're using certain races to control the planet, but it's not them. They're just puppets. That's a fact. They're puppets. So I want to encourage y'all with that, man. Trust the process. This is all part of a process. We're all being changed. But, these people have been given the opportunity to rule, and they're going to go out with a bang. They're going to try to leave their mark by using artificial intelligence. Thoughts on the Medicine Buddha mantra. I think the Medicine Buddha mantra is extremely powerful. If you use it with all your heart, you can heal anybody. That's what I believe. The Medicine Buddha mantra. Very powerful. I should know it by heart. Om Nagabhagavate Trilokya. It's very short. If I see it again, I'll memorize it in like 30 seconds. But I haven't said that mantra in a long time. Very powerful. I didn't see any silver. That price maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Someone here on here, where did y'all get y'all silver and what kind? So you can get your silver from apmex.com. APMEX, it stands for American Precious Metal Exchange. Now, it's very funny because what's happening is a lot of people are seeing the times that we're living in, and they know that silver is a safeguard. So what happened was, when the economy started getting bad, people start buying silver by the boatloads when they should have already been buying silver, right? They've been buying silver by the boatloads. So the silver mint has backed up, right? It's hard to get silver right now because so many people is buying it. And, silver has been fluctuating up and down. But it's going to be a little bit of a wait to get your silver, maybe a month. But you can still go on apmex.com. A as in Apple, M as in Mary, P as in Pam, X as in xylophone, APMEX. APMEX.com, at America's Precious Metal Exchange. You can go in there and get your silver, family. That's the only one I go to. Right? I have bought a few things from other places, but that's the main one I go to. I like their man. I like what they do. You know. So yeah, go in there and get your silver. Right? Get your gold. Right? And just put that stack that shit away for a rough time. Right? Stack that away for a rough time, family. So I gave y'all the Earth Energy batteries. I gave y'all an update on that. I answered a few questions. Gave you guys some information on what's to come. Which is what I really wanted to do. Dragon Magic 102. Man, that's coming. Y'all gonna love that. Y'all gonna love that. I'm gonna give y'all some shit y'all never heard of. I promise you. Brother Yusuf know about that Dragon Magic. Tamika Turner, thank you for the donation. That Dragon Magic 102. And I'm gonna do one on mudras in the future. I'm gonna give y'all a whole secret science to mudras that y'all probably never heard of. Right? But I'm gonna get with y'all on that. Amari Love, thank you for the donation. Tuned in last year. I've been following your advice. You're welcome, sis. You're welcome. Yeah, so I love y'all, family. I gotta get ready to take care of some things, do some more stuff around the house. But shout out to everybody that's on here. Peace and blessings to y'all. I'm gonna go deeper with y'all, man. It's coming. It's coming, man. But I want to just show you guys. I like to give people updates and give people solutions. Be wary of the people that only give you, they come to kill us and take us all. Be wary of those people. So yeah, just yeah, I love y'all too. So yeah, I got on here, I gave y'all the information. I'm glad you guys liking the videos. Yeah, stimulus check. I want y'all to invest, man. Don't just spend them stimulus checks, man. Y'all invest that money, man. Y'all invest that money, man. Jay Morrison, the Jay Morrison Academy. He's a brother who does real estate. He has a whole thing with it. He started the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, and you can invest $500 in something that you can pass on to your children for a lifetime. You know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah, family, I love y'all. Yeah, a lot of people want to see me more on here. Brother Yusef is, I'm not a big video guy, man. I like to come on here and share information when I can. But it's not my number one priority. I'm sorry. YouTube. I do have a responsibility on YouTube to share this information. So I come on here, once or twice a week to share information with you guys. But I know some other teachers are on there like 2 or 3 times a week, man. I wish I can do it, y'all, but I just can't. I can't do it. So I'm grateful that y'all sticking with me. Thank y'all for helping me reach 11,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd see the day. Never thought people cared about Brother Yusuf information that much. But apparently y'all do. Apparently y'all do. I thank y'all for that, man. I'm grateful and I love y'all, man. Brother Yusuf got to get ready to get out of here. Y'all be encouraged, man. Spend time with your family. Spend time investing. Spend time looking into things. Anything you can do to increase yourself, because this thing will pass. This thing is going to pass after a while, and what's going to happen is people are going to go back to sleep, and they're not going to be prepared for what's to come next. And we're not going to say it's all going to be doom and gloom. It's not going to be like that for everybody. That's just a fact. But for some people, it will be, because y'all depend too much on the system. Stop depending on the system so much, And then sometimes things don't make sense until, it hits the fan, and then everybody wants the knowledge on it, I'm getting so many emails right now for my private video, when I talked about how to, do your indigenous, claim your indigenous heritage, and become a person that is in sovereign status, and and claim your nationality, And I'm getting a lot of emails for that. And I don't mind sharing the video, but the thing is, I've been telling y'all about this. You know what I mean? I've been talking about this. And problem now is that the county building where people need to update their paperwork is not open. All the county buildings are closed across America. So you can't even go to the county building to really put your paperwork on file. So now everybody just waiting. You know, so take this time to study, you know, study nationality, you know, study law, you know, and protect your family. So if you're under a different constitution, you have your own constitution, there's only so much they can do to you, you know? And, you know, I know some people don't want to hear that. Oh, they control everything. Well, if that's what you believe, like I said, it's going to be a hell for some people. It's going to be a heaven for some. All right. Y'all stay encouraged, family. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being on here. And I'll be dropping another video in a few days. You know, you never know when I come. I might come on here later tonight, tomorrow. It all depends on how I feel and the free time I have, right? And you never know what we'll talk about. So y'all stay encouraged, man. I love y'all. And until next time, peace, family.